So let's play this. This is from the official Twitter account of the Kamala Harris campaign, now the Harris-Walz campaign. This is a video. I can't believe we saw this video from another source, and we were trying to validate its authenticity because we're like, is this like AI or something like that? We couldn't. And then we find out the Kamala Harris campaign's literally promoting this. I hope, Thomas, you can hear it. If you can, I will rephrase what they said. It's a 31-second clip. Go ahead and play this.
I saw it yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
Hope woke up like many of you did 5 weeks ago and said, Dad, you're the only person I know who's in elected office. You need to stop what's happening with this. I'll take my kick in the butt for the NRA. I spent 25 years in the Army, and I hunt. And I gave the money back, and I'll tell you what I have been doing. I've been voting for common sense legislation that protects the Second Amendment, but we can do background checks. We can do CDC research. We can make sure we don't have reciprocal carry among states, and we can make sure that those weapons of war that I carried in war is the only place where those weapons are at.
And it literally says in the tweet, we can make sure that these weapons of war that I carried in war are only carried in war. Sorry, I had to move over to see the screen. That's a freaking lie, right? Mm-hmm. He was never in war.
And I don't see how the benefits of lying about his title is going to gain any votes. For the most, what I see is it's not worth the lie. I don't understand why he would continue to do this unless him and Kamala are just habitual liars who can't even keep their own life straight.
Well, did he lie about his title? Now I'm confused.
So about being in war.
Oh, okay.
Pretend like you're with us, Dustin. You're doing a good job switching on the cameras, though. Yeah. Very good job on there. Actually, you know what? There is another clip from the same thing where he does lie about the rank. The rank, I see the little bit of gray area because he was a command sergeant major who abruptly ended his career, as you heard from Thomas Behrends, so that he could dodge a deployment to Iraq. But the fact is, he never went to war. You heard it from his own mouth, the weapons I carried in war. What the hell is he talking about, Thomas?
Well, that's what that really hit the airwaves yesterday. I mean, I got Vietnam veteran that had a meme out there where, Walz is sitting there saying, I was a command sergeant major, and the guy was like, no, you're not. And he's like, well, I carried my weapons in war. And he's like, no, you didn't. And then he was like, well, it'd be really cool if I would have. And then he was like, well, screw all.
Yeah.
And it's literally just
that's
and
the
for him to even say
meme,
that,
right?
for him to even say that the anything we have on the streets as a weapon of war is just absolute lie also, because an M4 or an M16 is not what we can buy on the streets in the country. I mean, it's just sad that somebody that was in the military is even trying to push gun control like that, because they aren't. Yeah, they're similar, but it's like having, like you said yesterday, an M9 or a 45 caliber pistol. I mean, those are weapons of war. I mean,
I guess
we need to ban all them too. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous what he said there, and it reminded me of the joke of the French soldier rifle, where basically, here's Tim Walz's military rifle, his war rifle, and never fired, dropped once.
Right.
And that's, that's his tactic. His technique is to stop and turn around and run the other way. And that's literally, it's just sad that, it's just lie after lie with this guy. I mean, he was in war. I mean, think of somebody, and even when he went to D-Day this summer, I was just appalled. I mean, how can he even talk to people that actually were there when he knew he quit and did not go to war? I mean, if he'd have been in the 34th Division in World War II, would he have done the same damn thing?
Right.
I'm gonna just go back and sit wherever, and then you guys crawl up the beach and get the shit shot out of you in Italy, and then I'm gonna claim your rank when it's all over with too. I just can't believe it.
Well, I mean, he should know the sharpshooter, since he's such a sharpshooter, that he should know that that's not the same weapon of war. But, that's an interesting point. Listen, I don't know where you are, and I don't want to get into your thoughts on the Iraq war. I personally think it was a mistake. I think it was an error on our nation, but I think a lot of us served honorably and did what we believed was correct, and we answered the call. But he's trying to have it both ways, where he doesn't actually have to go, but then proclaim and act like he was at war. And that's stolen valor. Is it not stolen valor?
It is. It's 100%. You know, if you look at taking something that you didn't earn and trying to use that as you know, for people to look at you, whether you're wearing a big Class A uniform or dressed blues that are, you got salad all over them, and you got 10 service stripes that show that you were in combat for 5 years, and you know, different things like that. That's just, you know, that's just against the dang morals and the rules out there. I mean, I think they did find out, you know, that, you know, stolen valor is kind of a freedom of speech thing to a certain point for somebody that's you know, somebody wants to be a flake and wear a Air Force uniform and in the Army. You know, I think they probably can. It's not right, but you know, we do have freedoms in this country. But to do that on a stage where you want to be the leader of somebody, or in a political, you know, literally one heartbeat away from the President of the United States, and you're lying about what your rank was and lying that you carried a weapon of war, what the hell else you lying about? I mean, right. And I think we're going to find that out here in the coming days, because there's other things that are just, you know, artfully omitted by him that are, you know, they're on my resume, but you know, I put this in there, but not that, and you know, nobody will find it because, you know, I'm the smartest man in the world and everybody else is unintelligent. Well, you're going to find that out, Mr. Walz, here in a few days, that, you know, things that happened in the past that you tried to bury aren't, you know, they're going to come out.